welcome back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show right here in your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.
And remember, our goal is always to guide you to personal and financial wellness.
All right, so if you tune in again to donandgino.com, you're going to see the goofy Don and Gino. That's right. I don't know about this hat.
I don't know. That hat's pretty messed up, dude.
I'm waiting for toys and Santa.
Yeah.
We love what we do.
It just needs a little spinner right here.
Yeah, totally. Again, go to donandgino.com, click on the live stream button. You enter the studio, and you can see us, our goofy selves, or click on the YouTube channel or in the videos. We have literally over 1,800 videos. So every show we videotape, thanks to Furman. Thank you, Furman. Furman videos these for you so you can see on our YouTube channel and see some of the great interviews we have and some of the great advice. We feel very good about the advice because our crystal ball has been on fire for the 7 years we've been doing this show.
Yeah, it's been great. And a lot of that is because of the National Real Estate Cafe, right? Mm-hmm. So originally when we started this show, we had to study enough to do 1 hour a week of this show. And it was, we did the Word on Wealth, which we used to do the first 8 minutes. And that wasn't enough. So we said, gosh, how do we keep people in the loop? So now we do a 2-minute video every single day to make sure that you're in the loop on what's going on. And we dissect those reports like we were talking about newscasters that don't know what they're doing.
What's cool is you'll be the smartest person at the water cooler if anybody hangs out at those anymore. But because someone will go,
or at the bar,
blah, this is happening, blah, 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 and you go, but that only happened because of this.
Right.
I mean, a perfect example is just the new news coming out that housing, starts and building permits are higher than ever. Well, that's because Florida and Houston just got decimated. They have to rebuild. So, of course, they're going to see more permits. Duh.
Oh, wait. Here's something really interesting almost nobody's going to talk about, is that our loan application has changed for 2018. And now when it comes down to the underserved population, or when you go to say what kind of race and ethnicity you are, you have like 75 different choices.
Yeah, it used to be like 9.
Right. And even if you have male, female, or I wish not to disclose,
yeah,
there's also an option.
Hispanic origin? Which one?
Right. Yeah. So, but that's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what's going to happen is there's going to be reports a year from now, 2 years from now that say Hispanic home ownership is up. And well, because you've got all these choices to choose from now, where people used to maybe say, well, I don't know, I'm not this or that or the other thing. Right. They've got more choices. So just know that you're going to hear a lot of things about different demographics that are either up or down. That's not going to be accurate for a few years until we have some history of the new application.
All right. So we said we'd close this last segment. One, of course, we're very proud and very happy of the growth of Skyline, and we thank you very much. We thank our partners that are listening and our partners that help us do a great job. We have literally the best real estate professionals in the industry to help you. If you do not have it's imperative that you have a rock star, well-known, well-connected real estate professional to help you these days because the inventory is tight.
Yeah, and it's not one size fits all. So when you call us and you tell us what your scenario is, we could say, oh, you know who's really good at that is this realtor. Right. And you know who's really good at that is this realtor. So it's not just going to be who has the most marketing because different ones have different skill sets and different levels of expertise for depending on what your needs are.
Yeah, if you're a first-time home buyer, going to the biggest listing agent in the world may not do you any good. You need the one that's going to hold your hand and walk you through and find you the right home. You want to work with a lender like us that really loves first-time home buyers and can actually educate you, not just give you a rate, can show you exactly what your options are, your payments are, and your closing costs are. So there's no surprise. The biggest fear anybody has of purchasing a home or any nightmare stories is always the surprises.
And
no surprises here.
And there are surprises, unfortunately. We have the opportunity to look at other lenders' estimates. They fall short. They don't put all the line items. So a real scenario, right? I get a phone call that says, hey, Gina, we're going to go with somebody else because their fees are lower. And I'm like, we only have one fee, so that's kind of weird. What fees are you talking about? Well, this one, that one, the other thing. I say, okay, well, those are third-party fees, so I'm just estimating those because you're not in escrow yet. And that means the other party that you're looking at is also estimating those. And, from what all of our years of experience, I could tell you we're within $1,000. I'm almost certain,
Usually
everyone definitely within 1,000.
Yeah.
And so if somebody else is $2,000 or $3,000 lower, that means they just forgot to put in tax prorations. They forgot to put in their impound accounts correctly.
Or they made it look good.
Yeah, most of the time it's negligent, but most of the time that's what it is they haven't put enough information on it because they just did a quick estimate.
Well, the problem with that is when you go in to go close, you're going to be $1,000 short.
Or $2,000 short.
Yeah.
So
be careful.
So be careful and make sure. So if you're looking at 2 loan estimates, as you can compare different lenders. If you're looking at 2 loan estimates and one only has 6 line items, be scared. It's no good. The more line items, the more accurate it is.
And we feel that this, in 2018, it's still a great time to buy. You're going to see a lot of naysayers, but the same naysayers have been saying it for a couple of years now, hoping sooner or later I'm going to be right, that the market's going to
I was going to say, the funny thing about naysayers is they just keep saying it's going to crash, it's going to crash. Someday they're going to be right.
Yeah, and then they'll say, see, I told you so. Yeah, but in the meantime, you lost maybe $100,000 or $200,000 worth of appreciation in your home because you were so afraid to purchase. The housing market is strong. It's going to remain strong for quite some time. We have a lot of pent-up demand. We have the largest amount of home buyers we've ever had in the millennials. So now is a great time. Interest rates are near the lowest levels. Do yourself a favor. Reach out to us at SantaClaritaHomeLoan.com. SantaClaritaHomeLoan.com. Let us do the numbers for you. You'll be surprised. I guarantee you're going to find out that you might be able to own a home for less than you're paying for rent.
And because this is a Santa Clarita specific show, let's also look at our demographics and how we're built. And we still have a lot of immigration to Santa Clarita because we have great schools and it's still a very safe place to live. And people are migrating away from the hustle and bustle of LA City, which is only getting bigger, and they're trying to move out to the suburbs. So from that perspective, we still have a good leg to stand on.
All right, so we're about to close out. We got a couple of testimonials from 2 of our great partners coming up. But we want to thank you again for being part of our show for almost 7 years now. We want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a great, safe Merry Christmas with your family, and we thank you. I'm looking forward to my Christmas. I'm staying home in my PJs.
Well, you know me. I'm firing it up the barbecue and doing something that I've never done before this time. So we've been experimenting this year. So far, so good.
Very cool. Well, I'll be at the beach enjoying. That's right. I'm doing the California Christmas.
Total California Christmas.
All right. So, again, you can find out more at donandgino.com. Stay tuned. We also have CYNDI LESINSKI. She is a rockstar agent, super fun lady. She's coming up with a great testimonial for us. And also Renee Roque-White and Daryl White. They are amazing. Stay tuned and have a wonderful weekend. And thank you for being part of our show.
As a realtor, I chose to work with Don and Gino as one of my main partners in serving my clients. They have an amazing team that is able to get the job done. It is always part of my goal to make sure we get from an offer accepted to closed. And when Don and Gino are part of my team, I know that that's going to happen. So Don and Gino at Skyline Home Loans, they rock and they provide the best service to my clients. So a big shout out and thank you to them for all their services that they offer to my clients.
Hey guys, it's Renee Roque and
Daryl White.
And we just want to say that we love working with Skyline and Don and Gino. Don T has helped many of our first-time home buyers. He's very patient. He doesn't have a problem with explaining every single cost and exactly what this is for, putting them on a plan. I met Don and a buyer at, I believe, 8:30 in the morning one Saturday. In his office, he was very hospitable, and he doesn't mind taking the time to sit down. No question is the bad question.
And for me, as a retired Navy veteran, I don't know if you guys know this, but Skyline Home Loans is one of the top VA lenders, in this area and around this area. So to me, that means a lot. So they have something for everybody. They're awesome to work with. They get it done, and they keep you posted every step of the way. You're never wondering what's going on. So we love working with Skyline.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Don and Gina.
Bye.